Morris Money is back. Today, we're talking about how to find winning small cap and micro cap stocks. All this and more coming up on Morris Money. You're watching Morris Money, hosted by Twan Williams and Morris Will. Welcome back to another episode in a new era of Morris Money. Glad you could join us. Let's get straight into it. While we've been gone, I've been reading a lot of books on stocks and finance, but one book that stood out is the book Insider by and I want to share with you the tips that I learned from the book to help you in finding winning stocks. So let's get straight into it. This strategy was inspired by the book, but adjusted just a little bit to help me within my own trading strategy. So don't be afraid to go ahead and tweak what I've said to help you find your own winning super stocks. I'd recommend using a stock screener to narrow down the stocks you're looking at. I use FinViz, not sponsored or anything, but it's a great free tool to get started with. The first thing you want to look for is a small or micro cap stock. This is simple. You want a stock with the ability to double or higher within a small period of time. Take Microsoft or Apple, for example, trillion-dollar blue chip companies. They're not going to double or triple overnight. They're a great place to park your money. But the problem with that is that these stocks already have a large market cap of a few $1 trillion. While it's wise thinking that something spectacular could happen with a stock like Apple or Microsoft, in plain reality, they're not going to double your money. Likewise, a small cap stock with a market cap of $2 billion or lower, and I'd suggest lower, doesn't need much investment from investors to see investments skyrocket in a short period of time. Second, look for a stock with a small float, preferably under 10 million. That means people are buying the stock and there's not much left for people to invest in. High demand and low supply is always a great sign for small cap investors. Next, put into your stock screener that you want a stock that's shortable but not optionable. Additionally, look for stocks that are under $15. While this is a little bit of a preference, stocks under $15 look more attractive to investors. Everything out of the way, would you rather buy a stock at $4 or $24? $4 just looks more attractive to prospective buyers. Finally, try to find stocks with a PE ratio under 10 and a DE ratio under 0.1. If you can find all this within a given stock, you might have a winner. To give a good example, I'm currently invested in TRX Gold Corp, ticker symbol TRX. As you can see from the chart, there was a period where it didn't move. Finding something like this is great because that means that people haven't caught on to it. Now I will admit, TRX is a little bumpy. You can see some highs and lows, but getting around here when it was stagnant was a perfect time to buy in. And I haven't regretted it. Seeing an over 50% return on my investment, TRX is now, for me at least, I have it at a stop loss to make sure that I lock in those potential gains. Knowing when to buy in and sell out is essential. You don't want to have too much invested in a position. Know when to buy and sell if a trade doesn't go your way.
Stocks can always be a home run when you subscribe. Subscribe in style with Morris Money.
After an over year break, Morris Money has returned, and I appreciate that you've gotten this far into the video. But I have to comment quickly on Morris Money, where we've been and where we're going. In all honesty, we couldn't keep up with the stock content, at least how we used to have it. We had stocks like ILIS around that we'd just be sure to cover, but we didn't have much genuine investment in the stocks anymore. We'd keep up with them for content, but that was about it. There was no more genuine interest in some of the stocks that we were covering and just trying to find stocks to cover on a daily basis. In this new era of Morris Money, we want to document what's going on within the stock market, what stocks we're looking at, or what stocks we're looking to sell, buy, etc. But looking deeper than that, Morris Money is now more so a way of accountability. We want to document the journey of Morris Money and Twan Morris Willie, and we want to use it as a way to stay accountable. This is a journey we're documenting, and while we'll eventually get to the hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, we also want to document that process and let you know about the thoughts and mindset that comes along with that. Before you do anything remarkable in life, you have to believe it up here. And again, that comes with the mindset and accountability factor of this new era of Morris Money, making sure that we stay on the ball and keep that momentum going for as long as it takes. Morris Money will now be coming out once a week on Fridays at 6:05 p.m. not because we don't have enough content to go around, but we want to make sure that the quality of content that we're producing is adequate to our standards, and we want to make sure that you get value from our content. Now, obviously, we don't have any recent videos to show you, but our series Behind the Money took a look at Eddie Lampert, the man that supposedly killed Kmart and Sears. If you want to check that out, it's going to be over here in the left-hand corner right after the end of this video. Personally, I want to say thank you for joining us for More It's Money, and can't wait to see you next week.